Organization is key to a successful meal prep. I'm sure that's not news to you, but have you ever noticed that most meal prep videos on YouTube jump straight into cooking? What they don't always show is the planning stage, which is actually where meal prep success begins. Today I'll guide you through the meal prep's planning stages because how well you plan directly impacts the results, and of course you want the best ones. I would structure the whole meal prep process in several stages. So, number one, we start by identifying how many portions we need. We cook for the whole week, but if you'd rather cook for 3-4 days other than a week, that could be a good start too. I personally do it for a week because we need variety since we rely mostly on homemade meals and we freeze a part of it. And for us, it works perfectly because meals stay fresh in the fridge for 4, sometimes 5 days, and for days 5 to 7, we just warm up frozen meals and it usually offers even more variety. In this video, I explain more into detail the variety component. Next, number 2 is exciting step. It's making a list of dishes we'd like to eat. But in a very concrete way, we take a balanced plate, which is vegetables, protein, and starches. We usually do 4 recipes for each food group. Sometimes 3 is enough, but I think 4 is really the sweetest spot. Let me show an example from our meal planner tool that is part of my meal prep course. So we use the meal planner tool to add recipes we'd like to eat. And it already shows the balance. It saves so much time. I've started enjoying meal prepping even more since we made the meal planner tool. Next stage, number 3, is making a grocery list and then doing the groceries accordingly. And believe me, you do need a grocery list. Number 4, so if you think all you need to do now is cook, well, not yet. We need to prep our meal prep. And of course, we'll need our list of recipes. Even if you do them from your head, it eases your mind to have them written on a piece of paper or printed or anything. But just having like short names and the ingredients you need to use is very helpful. Same goes with the cooking plan. You can cook all the recipes one by one, but having a plan can save you a lot of time. I get you. Multitasking is not easy, but it comes with practice and does get better. So for the cooking plan, it can be a detailed one or just the structure. You can do whatever you're most comfortable with. I go with the structure. Well, following a detailed plan usually works really well, but making one can be quite long. So I'd recommend starting with structure. For example, I usually start with the hardest recipes that require a lot of prepping, like marinating tofu, chicken, or prepping vegetables, and finish with easier tasks like whipping a salad dressing or making a dessert because I particularly enjoy baking. You can also save time by grouping tasks, especially prepping ingredients. For example, I prefer to put all the vegetables I'm gonna use in one big basket. This way I know if I have onions or garlic in multiple recipes, I can prep them all together. And again, it saves me a lot of time. So these planning stages can be done by hand. I have been doing it for years. But my problem was that quantities would not be precise enough and would often not have enough food for the second half of the week. Well, which is actually the whole point of meal prep, is to have your meals ready. Now we're using the meal planner tool that is part of my meal prep course. It's amazing because it allows us to have everything in one place. Let me show you. After we've picked our recipes, we generate our grocery list and remove the items we already have. And then we can generate also our recipe recap sheet, and voila, so much time saved. Well, next on, finally cooking. Well, this is not a video about cooking itself, but here are the results, so you see what expects you if you actually plan well. Here we go with the last one, but it's very important. It's storage. For storage, we need food containers and freezing bags. This part just cannot be avoided, believe me. So for safe storage, I always recommend freezing between half to a third of meals to guarantee their freshness. Usually cooked meals stay in the fridge for 4 days without problem, but after that you have to be careful. Most meals can be frozen. Freezing doesn't really change the nutritional value as I mentioned before, but what it can change is the texture. The best meals to freeze are soups, stews, cooked vegetables, foods that already have a mushy texture will be perfect. I freeze almost all meals, but it's important to have some common sense as well. For example, you cannot freeze a whole raw onion, but you can freeze it when it's already chopped and ready to be used. So now you know my ultimate meal prep process. Let me know in the comments if you try it. Also, I'll leave the link to the course in the description below if you're interested in extra guidance and support to succeed your meal prep. This was Vera, not French dietitian. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you next week. Bye!